Okay, to the phones. We're going to start with Joe in Far Rockaway, New York. It's great to have you, Joe. How's it doing?
Very good, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Limbaugh, for taking my call. I'm a first-time caller, and you were discussing the Super Bowl and how the ratings were down. Well, maybe we can account for it because I'm one of those that boycotted it. What I saw over the course of the year was that quarterback not standing up for the flag. I saw last year's halftime performance. I mean, yada yada. We can go on and on.
What was last year's halftime performance?
Oh, it had some so-called singer in a I think was some sort of militant outfit dancing.
It was the famous Beyonce, a tribute to the Black Panthers.
Yes. Okay, you refreshed my recollection. So
right.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I think that might have accounted for the lower ratings because I think that is the message which we, if you want to call us on the right or real Americans.
Well, okay, but let me ask you this. Obviously, you didn't have an interest in which team won, so because you're obviously not a Patriots or Falcons fan, right? If you had been, if your team had been in the game, would you have watched it?
No, I would not have.
You kidding me?
No, I'm very serious, and I wanted the Patriots to win, despite them being from Boston, because that's old rivalry with New York. But he did support Donald Trump, and I believe the owner also, the quarterback there. But that would have been motivation for me to watch, and I'm glad that they won. But I have a real problem. And
who do you think stole Tom Brady's jersey?
It might wind up on eBay.
If it does, it's worthless now because nobody can authenticate it. You know how many the way this jersey stuff works, folks. A guy like Brady was this way. Michael Jordan wore a different pair of Air Jordans every game, and every pair of shoes it was donated to charity. Fundraising was used. With the NFL, every team. Let's take it back. Teams are different. But most teams, the players get two jerseys, home and road, 2 home jerseys, 2 road jerseys, a year. And this is to prevent these things flying out of the locker room and being sold on eBay after every game. I mean, if they get ripped, they get sewn up. If there are holes in them, they get sewn up. Some teams are not as strict on this. But I know in the old, I don't know if it's still true of the Steelers, but this is the way it was. In the case of Brady, I think he wears a different jersey every game, and he gets first dibs on whether he wants to keep it or not. And if not, then some of them go to the Hall of Fame in Canton. Some of them go, they're donated, they're used for fundraising, charitable things. This jersey he wanted. I mean, this jersey encapsulates all of the records, and he thought he put it in a bag in his locker when he took it off. And when he did the post-game interview, came back and it was gone. When I heard that, I said, "What? How does that happen? Why don't you give it to a clubhouse guy? Give it one of the guys that deflated the footballs." Sorry. Just kidding. Just kidding. That's my style of humor, just just give it to a clubhouse guy. This is what is normally done for safekeeping. When a rookie catches his first touchdown pass, or scores his first touchdown in the NFL. He gets that ball, takes it to the sideline, gives it to an equipment guy, and they lock it in a trunk. They mark it and they lock it in a trunk so that it doesn't get lost during the game, and it's available after the game for the rookie to keep and put on his trophy counter or wall or whatever. This jersey, the fact that this is missing, and here's the thing, now since it's missing, there are legitimate Brady jerseys out there. And by the way, the New York Giants were involved in a memorabilia scandal once where they were accused of faking game jerseys and making brand new game jerseys look like they had been muddied up and dirtied up in games, and they were being distributed as actual game worn on field souvenirs when they weren't. This is a big business. It's a big deal.